Hey, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Bull City Hangout 2-1, first day of February. How about that? You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to put in the link for joining me on camera. So let me copy the link real quick, and I'm going to add it to the Facebook page as we speak so that you can join me on camera and promote yourself if you'd like to do that. See, join me on camera, and then I can bring you on right after I do the weather. And if you'll excuse me for a quick second, I'm going to do the same thing on Facebook. So going to Facebook, edit post, adding the link so you can join me on camera. There we go. Back to StreamYard. Okay. So, hello, I'm Pat Murray. I publish the 𝗕𝗨𝗟𝗟, which is Durham's online community paper. You can check it out at 𝗕𝗨𝗟𝗟.com in its entirety. I usually read from just a couple of pages for Bull City Hangout. So with Bull City Hangout, I tell you what's happening today in Durham. I do invite you to click on that link right there on that I just added to the Facebook page if you'd like to join me on camera to promote yourself, shoot the breeze, etc., etc. And if you could share this out, that would be really appreciated because then more people here in Durham can find out what's happening. And I want to thank Barbara Wright Pryor and give her a big shout out. As I was putting this on Facebook, I noticed that she was answering somebody's question about my granddad, Charles Jacob Harris, who was one of the accompanists of Roland Hayes, the great African-American tenor from years past. So I want to thank her. I didn't get a chance to read what she said because I was setting up this show. And as you already know, I'm a minute late. So I just want to give her a big thumbs up and a thank you for even mentioning my grandfather. So thank you, Barbara Wright Pryor. So I'm going to read that as soon as the show's over. So let me start out with the word page. That is the government and nonprofit information page. They have some really great programs and services as being offered by local nonprofits, the city of Durham, and also Durham County. So if you are in need of anything, just go up and down the page. And you'll see all these different programs. And if you'd like your program to be added, just let me know and I'll be glad to add it. So let's see. The Durham County libraries are all open until 6 tonight. And then tomorrow they will reopen at 9:30. And then Bragtown will be open tomorrow at 10. And let's see what's happening at the Durham Tech Small Business Center, shall we? Now, I think there's going to be an in-person class that you might want to know about. These classes are totally free, and they're for entrepreneurs or people who want to be entrepreneurs. So let's scroll down. I'm always this page is getting longer and longer by the minute. There we are. So tomorrow, free class, in person, and let me give you the address, 701 West Main Street, 2nd floor. There's free parking, by the way. So there's free parking right behind the building. And if those are full, just know that there's, I think, 2 hours of free parking on Peabody, which is the street just south of the Chesterfield building. So tomorrow's class, 11 o'clock until 12:30, so just short of 2 hours, of discovering your best seller. That's a free class, by the way. All of these classes are free. Now, here's some online classes that are free. Let me see if I can find them. Today's Thursday. There it is. Selling online, building an e-commerce business. Nice. So maybe some of you want to just sell online and not have an in-person storefront business. You might want to know about this. Also, if you're like me and you have something going on and you might want to have something on the side, like selling t-shirts, this is also something that you might want to attend for this free class tonight from 6 until 8. Here's another one, how to start a business. It's very straightforward. That is from 6 until 8. And here's another one from 6 until 8, how to get a small business loan. There you go. Now, let's see. Oh, one more thing from the, there's lots more on the word page, but I'm just going to read from one more post. This is a new edition, 𝗕𝗓𝗟𝗟. This is for relatives and friends of people who have addictions. It's hard to understand them. It's hard to deal with your predicament of having to deal with someone who has addictions. So get your questions answered. You'll be in your own 12-step program. Roxanne is here watching from the Piedmont here in North Carolina. Hello, Roxanne. So the next 𝗕𝗓𝗟𝗟 meeting is going to be today, 5 until 6, at the Ebenezer Missionary Baptist Church, 2200 South Alston Avenue. Whenever I go, I live right off of South Alston, so whenever I go south on South Alston, I always see this church. They have a nice big marquee. So anyway, that's going to be tonight from 5 until 6. And now let's go to the To Your Health page. It's called To Your Health. Got your COVID numbers if you're interested in that. That is the leading paragraph. Also, the fact that they have just expanded Medicaid. So if you just missed getting on Medicaid, they are covering people ages 19 to 64 with higher incomes, higher than before. So if you just missed, try again and see if you can get on Medicaid. It could be really, really helpful if you need it. So I have a way for you to click on the graphic and have it all explained to you by Legal Aid of North Carolina. Otherwise, if you have the confidence to just strike out on your own, then there are different ways of applying for Medicaid, and they're all listed below the graphic right here on the To Your Health page. The links are clickable. You can go directly to wherever I'm guiding you, whether to 𝗕𝗓𝗧 or the DSS website. Click on the links and just, good luck with everything. Okay, let's see. Oh, there's a special class for people with Parkinson's. Let me find that. So the American Dance Festival, they have free classes for people with Parkinson's disease and also their care partners. So today's class is PWR exclamation point. So power moves. I'm saying power, but PWR, I think, actually stands for Parkinson's Wellness Recovery. But I'll let you decide what PWR stands for on your own. So today's class, 2 until 3:15, totally free. Call the phone number if you have questions. And also if you have a question, especially about like parking. I'm not sure if the American Dance Festival building, they're sort of in the middle of the block, so I don't think they have their own parking lot. But anyway, you can call and find out. Maybe you can drop off your relative or friend and then go park real quick and then double back. So you can call and find out. Okay. Oh, so tomorrow they're also going to have a free class. This one is on Zoom. So if you just can't swing it, if you just can't, go in person, then tomorrow at 11, from 11 until 12:15, there's going to be a virtual dance for Parkinson's class on Zoom. So that's a really good idea. All righty. Let us now go to the Let's Go page. Oh, Roxanne's going to join us. I'll bring you on right after the weather. So hang on there. Let me go to the Let's Go page, last page that we will be visiting. I invite you to check out the other pages when you have time. So today's the 1st of February. Boy, Black History Month. Yes. Okay, let's see. So Boxyard RTP is sponsoring or hosting rather Wake Moody. He is a pop and soul singer-songwriter. So if you want to definitely check out some great music, it just started and will go until 2 at Boxyard RTP, 900 Park Offices Drive, and that is right off of Highway 54. I think Roxanne had a message for me. Let me just check it real quick. Ooh, she has information on college grants. Okay. Yeah, I'll bring her on right after. Ooh, I just lost. Whoa, wait a minute. Let me go to the right page here. There we are. Okay. All right. So that's what I get for clicking around during the show. Okay. What else is happening this afternoon? New Visions of Africa restaurant. They'll be giving away free meals. If you are in need, don't be embarrassed. Head over to 1306 Fayetteville Street. They're served by the 5 and the 5K bus. If you're driving, you can go around and park in the W.D. Hill parking lot. But anyway, you can get a free meal. They're handed straight to you. You give your name. They'll hand you a meal in a bag or a box. It's a little cool out today, but they do have picnic tables, and you can sit outside, enjoy watching the traffic go by on Fayetteville Street, or you can take it home and enjoy the meal there. Okay, there's going to be a very special community and kibitzing networking meetup. Kibitzing is like a, what is that word? Yiddish word. And it's like, kibitzing is like hanging out and just talking stuff. So basically, it's a hangout. So the community and kibitzing networking meetup is going to be held at Cloche Coffee, 721 Broad Street, hosted by Sarah Jinks, who runs the Creativity Out of Context Arts Collective. How about that? It's going to be, again, at Cloche Coffee, 721 Broad Street. All artists, performing artists, visual, etc., they are invited, and also arts enthusiasts are invited to come hang out at this coffee shop and talk about the arts and maybe learn about this collective, Creativity Out of Context. So it starts at 6 o'clock this evening. All right. High Wire, as they always do, they're going to have their mini pop-up market, always fun. So High Wire Brewing Durham is in Golden Belt, 800 Taylor Street. So on Thursdays from 6 until 8, they choose one artist vendor. They set up shop. You get to enjoy looking at their art, and then also you get to make some purchases. So if you're purchasing for birthdays, or if you just want to decorate your home with something beautiful, check out the mini pop-up market in Golden Belt tonight from 6 until 8. I also have a link. If you're an artist and you'd like to be featured, fill out the form and see if you can get chosen next, or at least soon. Now, if you'd like to run, the weekly Fleet Feet Pony Run starts and ends at Ponysaurus, which is on Hood Street from 6 until 8:30. Basically, you can choose either to run for 3 miles or for 5 miles. So at your own pace, nobody gets left behind. It's a free event, so you can click for more information, but do meet at 219 Hood Street before 6. I think they start running at 6, so get there before 6, sign up, and get ready to run. And here's some more running. The Triangle Turtles and Hares running group, they're going to have their Thursday evening run from 6:30 until 9:30. So everybody's going to meet at Tomato Jake's, which is which is on Renaissance Parkway. Let's just say it's over by the Target off of Fayetteville Road. And that's going to start at 6:30. So get there a little bit before 6:30. And everybody runs at their own pace. And for both running events, you'll be running not totally in the dark, but it's going to be dark out. So you might want to get one of those headlamps or arm lamps if you'd like to do that, or maybe a little lantern. Okay, let's see. Now, this is going to be really interesting. There is a movie, The Story of the Greensboro Four. That's going to be shown tonight at the Carolina Theater for free. This is how 4 Black college freshmen changed American history, with sit-ins at a lunch counter, a Woolworths counter in Greensboro, North Carolina. It kicked off a lot of civil rights activities and inspired a lot of people to fight for their rights, a lot of Black folks to fight for their rights. So this is going to be shown at the Carolina Theater, 309 West Morgan Street at 7 o'clock. It's free, but you do have to click on the link to reserve your spot, because everybody's going to want to go to that. On the other hand, everybody's want to go to this next event. I hate to see wonderful free events clashing. Maybe they didn't, I don't know. Here's another great event. The St. Joseph's Historic Foundation and WNCU 90.7 FM They're co-hosting PBS NC's preview screening of Gospel. That's going to be a new series by Henry Louis Gates Jr. So they're going to show like curated excerpts from Gospel, which will celebrate the rich heritage and powerful spirituality of gospel music. There's also going to be a performance by the North Carolina Central University student WPI Gospel Choir. Also, a panel discussion and Q&A session moderated by Kenya Thompson, who's the host and producer of PBS North Carolina's Black Issues Forum. And the panelists will be Duke University professor Mark Anthony Neal, jazz artist Lois DeLoach, and the Reverend Dr. J. Augustine from St. Joseph AME Church. Free admission. Register for your free tickets, and this is going to be from 7 until 8:30. Again, hard choice. You decide which one you want to go to. It's up for grabs for me. I don't even know. I just hate to see great events clashing like this, but be that as it may, they're both wonderful and fantastic. So go to either one. Toss up, flip a coin. There you go. Now tomorrow, line dancing with Jitterbug. That's going to be at the IR Homes Senior, also known as the Campus Hills Recreation Center, 2000 South Alston Avenue. And that's going to be from 9 until 10. And that is, you know what? I'm saying here that it's free, but you know what? I think it's $3. Let me check on that. Let me check on that. I think if you're not, if you don't have a Play More card, I think it's $3, but I'll check into that and I'll make the adjustment if I have to. Also, if you love coffee, Counterculture Coffee will have their tasting at 10. They are located at 812 Mallard Avenue, which is in between South Alston and Fayetteville becomes Elizabeth, as you know. So Elizabeth and South Alston. At that point, it's North Alston. But anyway, that's going to be from 10 until 11. Sample different flavors of coffee and just hang out and have a good time tomorrow. All right, let's check the weather so that we can see what's happening with Roxanne Davenport. It is 49. That's not bad for winter. It's sunny. It's going to be sunny all day long, and then it's going up to 55, which is great for winter. And then tomorrow it's going to be even better. It's going to be partly sunny, but it's going up to 59 degrees, which is fantastic. Let me see what we get for Saturday and Sunday. Let's see, real quick. Oops, upside down. Okay, real quick. Saturday 50, sunny. Sunday 53, sunny. Nice going. And next week, 40s and 50s, going up to 61 next Saturday. Can't beat this. So let's bring on Roxanne and see what's new. Roxanne, what is new with you?
Well, I had wrote on there, you said it was Black History Month. I say Michelle Obama run for president.
I don't know if they want to go through all that again. Oh my goodness. But yeah, wouldn't that be something?
Announce it during this month.
Well, that would that's a thought, but I'm sure they've thought about it, and I'll bet that they probably are saying, we don't want to go through all that mess again. Even I don't know.
Oh, man, she'd be a whole lot better than who's running now.
Oh, my.
Anyway.
Well, whoever's running on the Democratic ticket has my vote. We've got to save and protect American democracy. Period.
Yeah, right.
Period. So even if a cartoon character ran for Democrat, I would feel compelled to vote.
Well, my husband, has passed away, but I got to tell you, he wrote in Mickey Mouse.
For real?
Yeah.
Bless his heart. That's still better than anything they've got on the Republican side. So I'm just.
Oh, yeah. That's why, yeah.
But be that as it may. So how are you doing?
Good.
That's good.
I wanted to tell you about the college grants. I don't know if anybody knows. You can apply online They changed the name of it. It's
Oh,
called, they say it's FAFSA,
yeah.
FAFSA.
Okay. It's been that for, a couple of years. Yeah.
Well, I didn't know, me filling it
Mm.
out for the first time.
Oh, okay. It's new to
Yeah.
you. I got you.
So, yeah.
I'm real frustrated because they supposedly had a big event last week in Durham, and I couldn't find any links.
Oh, no.
I couldn't find any links. It was like an all-day thing, and I couldn't find.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know. I was really frustrated. No contact information, no links. And
Oh,
so
my.
even though I did the write-up, I realized I couldn't post it because I didn't have all the information needed to attend.
Hmm.
So,
Well, they're still having them in Forsyth County.
okay.
I went to the first one, which was in the evening,
Mm-hmm.
and took a lot of notes, and still waiting. I mean, it was funny. You couldn't do it until the 1st of January.
Mm-hmm.
I signed in, and it wouldn't bring me up because it was too busy.
Oh,
So I don't know how many people were
wow.
trying to fill it out.
I'm sure. And it's for college scholarships for people who don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So,
So yeah, that was something else. I just laughed because I knew how many people were trying to log in.
yeah. Well, even folks, even though I wasn't able to list that special event, still go to the FAFSA, FAFSA.
Mm-hmm.
You can just Google it. Go to the website. Go ahead.
Well, I put it up there.
Oh, you did. Oh, you put it in the private chat. Did you put it in the comments too?
Oh, I put it in the private. Let me change that.
Yeah, that would be great. studentaid.gov/H. Apply for aid FAFSA. Great. If you could put that would be super wonderful.
Let's see what. It says connect to comment. So connect. Okay, yeah, and I'll put my name. Okay.
I appreciate that. I really do. And folks, for those who are new to the college game, there are college scholarships for just about every and anything. Just search and search.
Yeah, you look for anything, but you got to be careful of what you choose, because some of them make you pay to join, to put them at, but there's so many free ones.
Yeah. And there's lots and lots. I even saw a scholarship for left-handed students.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, I don't know if that one is real or not, but they do have them for a family member with epilepsy.
Oh, okay.
But if your child has it, there are tons that they could apply for. There's even one for ADHD.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, I'm sure there's lots. I'm sure there's all kinds of different cultural and ethnic group scholarships. There's all kinds of scholarships of course, we know about sports, but for those who are just thinking of entering high school, only a very small percentage of football and basketball students get scholarships. But if you play one of the more esoteric sports like golf, tennis, lacrosse. In fact, I have a really funny story, Roxanne. I was at a health fair, and representing Durham Tech was a white lady who said that she was a former, what was the sport? It was bowling.
Oh.
Anyway, she was recruited and got a free scholarship for bowling.
Wow.
And she was they were very low income. So they invited the family to come out to the school, and they did. And they were like, and the father was like, where are the white people? It was an HBCU.
Oh, okay. Well,
HBCU, and they were excited. Not only was she a bowler, but she was a left-handed bowler. It meant something special. And so she got a full ride.
Wow. And check with your school too, because if you get grant with the state for the FAFSA, whatever.
Mhm.
Look under. Oh shoot, it starts with a B. Oh crap! But I'll have to find out and put it up here for you. But
Appreciate it.
you can even the school, if you get that and you get approved for the other one, plank. No, it starts with a P. Plank. I'll have to look it up. Well, anyway, you can get a free ride with it.
Mhm. Okay.
If you get money for both of them,
Mhm.
then they'll say, "Hey, you can get, a full scholarship."
There's a lot of scholarship money out there. I mean,
Let me look that up. Yeah,
it could correspond with your child's special interests,
yeah,
hobbies, volunteer activities.
yeah.
There's all kinds of ways to get college money. It's not easy, but it's there.
Pell Grant.
Oh, Pell Grants, of course. Yes.
Yeah.
Pell Grants are very, even in my day, I think they had Pell Grants in my day. Well, I'm not sure. But anyway, I think so. But yeah, Pell Grants are very popular. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And yeah, and there's just so many. Start looking now.
Oh
And
yeah.
and actually a friend of mine, she had two kids. I mean, still has. Um, but she wanted them to go to smaller schools than the one she went to because the experience that she had at this particular Ivy League school was shocking and just kind of surprising. We always hear that the Ivy League schools are the best. Her
Yeah.
experience was that no. That's all.
Hmm.
I mean, for her.
Right. Yeah. Well, I think that's why my daughter, we visited Appalachian
Hmm.
State, and everything, was nice. Her friend goes there and met her for lunch and walked her around campus. And she didn't apply for it after we visited Salem
Hmm.
College because she liked how there would only be like 10 kids to a classroom.
Yeah, I went to a real small college. I went to
Where
Talladega College, which is real small, like 500 kids.
Yeah, where it would, she liked the smaller
Mhm,
classroom,
mhm.
groups. So that's she
It's another
chose them.
it's another thing. Sometimes the big state schools are great because they have more scholarships, but you have
Mhm.
to be wary, or at least be aware, rather, of the fact that you're going to be one of many, many, many,
Right.
many, and you're not going to get that personalized mentorship that you might get at a very small college or whatever. And the thing is, speaking of colleges, I'm wearing a college shirt today, Bowdoin College
All right.
in Maine. It's the college that my dad's brother went to. I never got to meet him. He died before I was born, but
Mhm.
he went to Bowdoin College. So I got when I have a little project where I'm getting T-shirts from schools that my family
Cool.
members attended, just as I'm going to do a web
Well,
like a little web post about it eventually. Oh, speaking of family and college, you can also get legacy. Oh, you got
mine's where my cousin gave me this where it says turning 50.
sweet. You got your own shirt.
Yeah, she got that for me, May,
Woo,
Roxanne's turning 50.
nice, nice.
Yeah.
Get legacy scholarships. Like my niece got a legacy scholarship. Not everything was paid, of course, but she got a discount because my sister
Okay.
graduated from Fisk University. So my niece, who also went there, got a discount. So you can get
Good.
legacy scholarships. There's all kinds of scholarships. You just have to really, really look into it.
Yeah, you
Don't wait
do.
until the summer of your senior year.
Right. Don't
Yeah,
wait. Yeah.
start now when you're 14.
Right. And there's a girl that wrote a book how she got enough scholarships to pay all her way
Okay.
through college. So I don't know her name, but if y'all wanted to look for if anybody wanted to look for books
Hmm.
on how to do it when she started real young.
I've even seen kids who loved, for example, science,
Mm-hmm.
start a YouTube channel to talk about science and being noticed by colleges.
Right. Yeah.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
there's so many different ways to really show off and show out nowadays that didn't exist when I was a kid. You can start websites, blogs, YouTube channels, talk about your special interests, and gain
Mm-hmm.
the knowledge of not gain the attention, garner the attention of these different colleges, and before you
Yeah.
know it, you might get a letter or two.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we'd like to talk with you. We
Yeah.
channel. We'd like you to.
Please attend,
Yeah, you never know. I remember overhearing a conversation on the bus once, and I was still living in Chicago. This person, as a child, wanted to go to Dartmouth, Ivy League college in
Mm.
the Northeast. This child was very poor and didn't really, the parents didn't think this kid would go to college, no money. And, so just on a whim, he wrote a letter to the chancellor or president, whatever they call the leader at Dartmouth, and they started a correspondence.
Whoa.
And the kid was talking about what they loved, about their future and what they wanted to do, and how they wanted to go to Dartmouth and become a this or that or whatever. And this kid was like 12 years old
Oh.
and just had the nerve, to write to this chancellor or president. And I think this person was intrigued by this youngster who wrote so well and passionately about their future and whatnot and their
Mm-hmm.
dreams. The kid got a full scholarship.
Wow. Well, my daughter, when we visited Salem College,
Mm-hmm.
we looked at the English department, English and writing, journalism,
Mm-hmm.
and one of the ladies was standing there and talked to her, and they talked for over 30 minutes, seemed
Whoa.
like.
Mm-hmm.
So, like a month later, we find out that she got a scholarship for $80,000,
What?
$20,000 a year.
Sweet.
Yeah,
What?
yeah.
Nice.
She just, I guess, impressed. I mean, the lady even gave her
Whoa.
email address and said, if you have any questions, contact me. So you
Whoa.
just never know. Right.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because
Wow.
it's a private school, so
Mm-hmm.
we still have to come up with 20,000 a year.
Yeah, but wow.
I know.
Wow.
It's great. So go to the little
So
meetings too,
that's a
and
big burden lifted off your shoulders, isn't it?
it is. It is.
Wow.
I'm very proud of her. Yeah.
I am
So
too. Nice.
yeah.
So yeah, just think of ways that you can stand out. And
Yep.
I mean, they're looking for young folks of all races, colors, heights, sizes, ethnicities, genders, whatever. Um, as much as I don't know how often you're on YouTube and what you watch on YouTube, Roxanne, but there is a little trend of people led by, I almost said an adjective, Gary V. I don't know if you even know who that is. Do you know who that is? He's like a guru. He leads a lot of young people astray, but a lot he has some good ideas about being an entrepreneur. He's
Wow.
his parents were he was pretty much successful as a teenager, helping his parents run get their business online. So they were like
Oh.
millionaires, and so it was kind of unfair for him who came. So they were immigrants, sure, you know, but they became millionaires, and of course he got to go along for the ride and to help them become
Mhm.
rich. But unfortunately, what he's telling young people, and I hate for minority kids to listen to him and other immigrant kids, to hear him tell them not to, you don't need college. No, I mean, you don't need college if your parents are millionaires, maybe, but I don't know. But yeah, there's this movement now of a lot of people telling young folks that they don't need college.
Mm.
Maybe you won't. Maybe you can become a successful YouTuber at age 15 and you might not need college. Uh, However, you also might notice, Roxanne, there's a new trend just happening in the past few months of people quitting YouTube because of burnout.
Yeah.
Because to keep the money, unfortunately, the way YouTube works, the way social media works, you have to keep it going. If you're
Hmm.
making lots of money, you have to have a show like almost like every day. You have
Yeah.
the what do you call that? The algorithms won't
Uh-huh.
won't promote your show to other people unless you're on content.
Hmm.
So people who started maybe 10 years ago are now totally burned out because they know if they quit and even take a week off, they will lose their audience.
Yeah. Well,
So I would say they need college because if you get burned out and you quit and you're suddenly not making money at age 22,
mm,
yeah, go to college.
uh-huh.
Depends. I mean, not everybody. I'm just saying it's not for everyone. I know that,
Right.
but
Yeah.
if you are so inclined, go to college.
Right. Yep.
So,
Yep.
so what do you think? So, what do you think your daughter's going to do? She wants to be a journalist, or
Yeah.
oh,
She already writes short stories
nice.
and reads so many books. Um, she was telling me about 3 different books and reading through them. And I said, how can you read all those at the same time? And she said, well, think of it this way. How can you watch 3 shows
Wow.
and keep
Okay,
up with the programs? And I've never thought of it that way.
I didn't either. Got a
Yeah.
daughter there. Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Well, let's see how she does. I know she's going to do really well. She might get just because you have one scholarship, that doesn't keep you from accepting others, right?
Right. Right.
So,
She's already sent out essays about, I don't know if she did them about me living with me with epilepsy, but
hmm
there was 2 that she could do for that.
hmm
And so she did write an essay for those.
okay.
And I sent her the link that listed ones that if she wanted to choose from
Because
to
there's lots of foundations out there, lots and lots of different foundations.
mhm.
I mean, I can't even tell. I mean, future architects, people who love baseball. I mean, there's just all kinds of. And there was a job fair last week. I can't remember who it was with, probably Duke or somebody. But they pay $5,000 a year towards your degree if you work with whoever.
Right.
It's in the sky. It's on the work page of the Skywriter, but they had a job fair last week, and was it Sheets? It might have been Sheets.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's Sheets.
Well,
You can get
and
a scholarship for
you
five
see
thousand.
McDonald's do their commercials about giving scholarships if you work there.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
that's really cool because I remember when I was young, it wasn't unusual for any job that you would get, white collar type job. Well, actually, even like some fast food and retail would pay for your education as long as you got a B.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
A's and B's. They would pay for your education, and then they started getting picky. So first it was like they'll pay for your degree, but then they started saying they'll pay for your degree if it corresponds with your job, and then they started getting and now I don't know if it's easy to even get your degree through your job nowadays. I don't even know.
I don't know.
That
Yeah.
was 40 years ago when I was in my 20s. So yeah, I mean, you can get a job and then go to school at night, get a degree.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they'd pay for it.
Yeah, that's
Ooh.
great. Mm-hmm.
Did I just hear somebody bark?
Yeah. He scratched at the door and then he'll bark when he wants to come in.
Oh, probably. It's time for lunch. Did you feed him yet?
Oh yeah,
Okay, he's probably
he
saying,
eats
"Mom."
early. Yeah,
Oh, what are you doing
early, and
here? He's probably
then
wondering who you're talking to.
he probably does. That's probably what it is.
Who are you talking to, Mom? Let me in.
But that is my dog that wasn't trained that could tell when I'm going to have a seizure. So
Wow. So what does he do? Does he like?
he comes and sits beside me.
Oh.
Yeah.
So what do you do in response?
I don't know what, he does. I mean, I just know he comes and sits beside me, and then I have one, and then,
I mean, what do you do in response?
oh, to him?
Yeah, I mean, when he does that, he's letting you know you're about to.
Well,
So do you take medication real quick?
no, I take it in the morning and in the night.
Mm-hmm.
But I can tell if he thinks I'm going to have a bad day when he doesn't want to go outside.
Okay, he wants to stay with you.
I'm like, oh boy, he doesn't want to go out. What's this going to mean?
Okay, so you just sit quietly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, show us your awesome telephone behind you. That is so hip.
Oh,
That is.
yeah.
It's like
My grandma's. One of the crank, the phones like that.
yeah, because I would see that on Lassie. What's that, girl? Call the school marm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Cool.
So
Well, thank you for the information about FAFSA, or I don't know if we're saying it right or if it's
I know, I
FAFSA. I
know.
don't know. But and the encouragement and congratulations on your daughter getting scholarships.
I know,
Yeah, that is
definitely.
so hip. So, I mean,
Hmm.
what did she seek out the teacher, or did the teacher just happen to be standing there?
Well, the lady was standing by the table to give information about the curriculum and stuff like that. And
Mhm.
now I see something. Sorry,
That's okay.
but
I guess we should say professor, not just teacher. Yeah.
right, right, and just talk to her like, what do you want to do? We offer this and this.
Mhm.
And they talked about books they had read and
Wow.
what they thought of them
You
and
hit
the
it off.
plot and all of that. And
Mhm.
she knew everything that lady was talking about. And she was just that impressed that she had already read some of the stuff that they would. So,
Nice. Okay.
mhm.
Well,
Yeah.
I think that's really great. So I
Thank
hope you get to drop by whenever you like, Roxanne. You already know.
you. Thank you. I just remembered wanting to tell you about that. And if not everybody knew,
Yeah.
because I'm
So
still
important.
waiting.
It's so important because the cost of college, I don't know what happened. But when I was a kid, my parents actually could afford, I mean, well, it wasn't easy, but they paid for our college educations. My sister went to Fisk, I went to Talladega. My tuition, don't laugh, but my tuition was $2,000 a year.
Mine was only 3.
See?
Yeah.
It was
And
affordable if you had a job.
yeah. And there wasn't many. It was a new curriculum. I was the 3rd class
Mhm.
through it because of ultrasound.
Oh, okay.
So when you had to be accredited and um, registered and all of that,
Mhm.
they said we might as well make it where you have to go pay to go to school, but if you've already been doing it for so long, you can
Mhm.
take the test and
Yeah. What school did you go to?
Forsyth Tech.
Oh, okay. Forsyth
Yeah.
County. Okay. I got it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I went to Talladega, which is in rural Alabama. Really enjoyed it. My parents went there too. That's where they met.
Okay.
And that's where my family's from on my dad's side, Talladega,
Oh,
Alabama.
Alabama.
Yeah. It was an interesting place. And I really, but you know what? I learned as much outside the class as inside the
Mm,
class.
yeah.
College
Oh,
is just, to me, college is more than just class. You just learn
yeah.
so much about life.
I wrote about in my blog right there underneath. Remember when I told you the doctor said mine were psychological? My
What?
seizures were
Oh,
psychological. That
okay.
In your brain, you're thinking I took it as you want to have them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm like, no, I don't. I have that one scar, that one little place in my brain.
Yeah.
I got to let him in. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
Okay.
Hi, puppy.
He's right here. Anyway, the doctor tried to explain it to me where you can come off your medicine, talk to a psychiatrist, that maybe you're wanting attention or your brain just gets, not your brain, but you just get so nervous or something like that. You need to like black out or something. I couldn't understand it because I just know what mine were.
Yeah.
But come to find out, mine start with the EEG. They don't show changes until 15 seconds.
Whoa.
After I, get out of it, just stare and stuff. Well, anyway, those that he thought I had were their psychological, non-epileptic, and now they have another name, functional. Well, come to find out, they did a study overseas that the functional is the worst ones.
Oh.
Yeah. And I was just like, what?
Whoa.
Because, you have the SUDEP, sudden unexplained death due to epilepsy.
Okay.
Well, those are the worst ones to have. And that was just a big surprise.
So those people who die from the sudden epilepsy, what are they dying of? Is it a heart attack?
Because you think it could be a heart attack. Your heart rate goes up, your blood pressure goes down. And I think sometimes they say people have heart attacks because of it, but when you hear about what they were doing when they went into it, like they were shaking or something like that, and then their heart rate went up in their blood, that's like, I think that's was SUDEP.
Wow.
Yeah. But they need to do more studies. And then I read that about functional. I'm like, oh my gosh, what?
Gee whiz.
Yeah.
I wish there was something that people knew to do.
Well,
because if your heart rate goes up and your blood pressure goes down, that sounds.
There's one that's called 𝗕𝗨𝗟𝗟 syndrome. There's a shot you can give because it's really the worst ones right now you can have.
Because it sounds like a total short circuit almost.
Yeah. Epilepsy is just, your brain is so, you hardly use all of it, as they say, when you're get older, of course. But it's, you just have to read about them. And like we talked about yesterday, I'm going to have to write about them.
Yeah.
But that was one that surprised me that they said I thought I might have, but I didn't, thank goodness.
Gee whiz.
Yeah, it would be scary. But that's very odd that those could be the ones that cause the death. So yeah, it's on the site trying to explain.
I'll definitely check it out. And feel free to put the website, your website on the in the show notes, in the comments.
Okay.
Whenever you have time.
So I wanted to tell you about that one because we talked about other ones yesterday, and failed to post. I don't know.
It says failed to post. Well, you can post it after the show. You can just put it in the comments. Yeah.
All right.
No problem.
Well, but that was it. And then trying to get the grant.
Yeah, good luck getting as many grants as possible. By
Mhm.
any chance, does your daughter play a sport like soccer? Soccer's hot.
I know it is, but no, she plays the flute
Okay,
and
food's
she's in
hot.
the
Good.
marching band.
Okay.
And they just happened to be with Wake Forest.
Mm-hmm.
So she's going to get to march with the Wake Forest band.
Ooh.
Yes,
Okay.
during football season. Yeah.
There's got to be a scholarship in there somewhere. Come on now.
Somewhere for that. Yeah.
Look for it. You know what's there. Flute Players Unite. There's got to be some kind of scholarship
Some kind. Yeah.
for marching
So,
bands.
yeah. How
Because
many
that's a
kids?
pretty big deal. College marching band is a gigantic deal.
Mm
So see if you can get something for that. I know. I'll bet you will.
hmm.
Just look for it. I'll bet you'll come up with something.
Well, in everything you have, like when you try out, or not try out, but when I want to get in the statewide
Hmm.
band, you have to play certain scales and a certain song, and then they just tell you, "Well, play this," and you have to be ready to do all that. So I don't know what Wake Forest will do, but
Mm.
it's good because you.
That's
If
real good.
I get 2 football tickets.
Ooh, that's good.
Yeah, that's real good.
Well, I bet you can get some scholarship money too. So look into
Mhm.
that.
Yeah.
Into
Oh,
that.
yeah. All
Okay.
right.
Well, I better go to work, and I shouldn't do it that way, but I am working. I am actually working. So I will see you real soon, Roxanne. Drop by
Yeah.
anytime you like, of course.
Thank you so much.
Always welcome. And you have a beautiful day. And let me know about those scholarships. I know you're going to come up with something.
All right, I will.
Okay. Take care.
Bye.
Bye bye. That was so fun for Roxanne to drop by. You can drop by as well. I do Bull City Hangout weekdays at noon, Saturdays at 10 a.m. And I usually doing it live. Sometimes I have to do it pre-recorded when I have scheduling conflicts. And also I'm looking for places to do Bull City Hangout. So if you have like a restaurant or some venue where you want me to promote you and do the show, as long as there's good internet connection, and do the show from your spot, that would be really fun. Just let me know. My information is always scrolling across the screen. New phone number, new email address. Contact me, and I'd love to talk with you about that. Have a beautiful day. Check on your elders, and I'll see you tomorrow at noon for Bull City Hangout. Ciao for now.